Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. She had skin as white as snow, lips as red as roses, and hair as black as ebony. Her stepmother, the queen, was very jealous of Snow White's beauty. The queen had a magic mirror, and every day she would ask it, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror always answered, "You, my queen, are the fairest of them all." But one day the mirror replied, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." The queen became angry and decided to get rid of Snow White. She told a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and leave her there. The huntsman felt sorry for Snow White and did not harm her. He left her in the forest, where Snow White wandered alone and scared. Soon she found a little house. Inside the house, everything was small and neat. Snow White was so tired that she fell asleep on one of the small beds. The house belonged to 7 dwarfs. When they came home, they found Snow White asleep. The dwarfs were kind and allowed her to stay. Every day while the dwarfs went to work in the mines, Snow White cleaned the house and cooked for them. Meanwhile, the queen discovered that Snow White was still alive. She was furious. She disguised herself as an old woman and went into the forest to give Snow White a poisoned apple. Snow White bit the apple and fell into a deep sleep. When the dwarfs came home, they found her lying on the ground. They were very sad and placed her in a glass coffin. One day, a prince came riding through the forest and saw Snow White. He thought she was very beautiful and kissed her. The kiss broke the spell and Snow White woke up. Snow White and the prince married and lived happily ever after. The queen, realizing that Snow White was alive and loved by many, was never seen again. Snow White and her new friends, the 7 dwarfs, continued to live in peace and happiness.